The mornings are my favorite time of the day. If you were standing in my school, you would see students coming off the bus, rushing through the doors. You would hear them laughing as they walked into the cafeteria getting ready for breakfast. The bell rings. The students come up to me and said, "Have a good day, Mr. Long." Gave me a high five, a fist bump. I look over at my security officer and he nods. All students were in their classroom. Today was our first day back after winter break and things were going really well. I hear the beep of the metal detector and I look and there's Jesse Bass. I love Jesse, his smile. But he wasn't smiling. He looked confused. That's right. Jesse aged out over winter break. He was 22. He was no longer a student at Southside. Beep! It's Jesse's mom. I smile at her. She's not smiling. She has tears in her eyes. "We need to see you in your office now, Mr. Long." You see, my school is quite unique. We're a transition center for students with special needs age 18 to 21, and we do anything and everything that we can to help our students have a bright future, but only until the day before their 22nd birthday. Jesse was 22 now, and he was no longer a student at my school. I open the door to my office, and Jesse and his mom come in and sit down. I set a box of Kleenex in front of Jesse's mom. "What's wrong?" "Mr. Long, things are not going well." Jesse gets up every single morning to go to school. He puts on his clothes, he puts on his Southside shirt, he puts on his ID, he gets his backpack, and he sits in the window and he waits for the bus that never comes. I don't know what to do with him. He's confused, and I keep telling him, "Jesse, you graduated, you aged out, you're an adult now. You no longer go to Southside. The bus is not going to come." And he's starting to get angry, and so am I. "You have to do something for us, Mr. Long. I don't know what else to do." You see, my hands have always been tied when it comes to funding for programs for our students after they graduate from my school. Illinois ranks 47th for funding for programs for adults with disabilities. In other states, students finish school and then go to an adult service program the next week. In our state, students wait up to 7 to 10 years for funding for these programs. Jesse's mom's words stuck with me. I knew I had to do more, but what can I do? I'm not a politician, I'm a principal. Over the next few years, we secured $800,000 to help program our students after they graduated from our school. And I had conversations with local lawmakers about how our students have to leave public school on some random day before they turn 22. And now there are bills on both the House and the Senate floor that would allow all of our students to remain in school for the entire year in which they turn 22. Leading a school, it's not easy. There's always going to be things that are out of my control, whether it's the state, district mandates, the community, or even a novel virus. I always have to be prepared to take a stand, to develop solutions, to think outside the box, and to keep my students as the central focus as we move forward.